Hey everybody, Nakul from Skills IELTS. Really hope everybody is doing fantastic. I'm back with yet another super awesome power packed video, which is the templates for all the essay type questions. Whatever the questions that exist, all kinds of questions, we will have templates in one video in this video. Before we get into the video, if not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button, and anytime you need online assistance, it's a paid assistance, you can WhatsApp us to the number appearing at the bottom of the screen. I'll be there, we will be there to help you guide in the right direction. Alright, without a further delay, let's straight away get into the video. Let me just share my screen. Templates for all the essay types. Today we're gonna talk about advantage outweigh disadvantage essay type and its template, sample answers and everything. And then we're going to talk about discuss both sides and opinion based essay question for that template, and then problem solutions essay type and its template. Agree disagree, there is a question type wherein you don't have to compare. The question will not have comparison. For that we will have the template, solution, sample, everything. And then we're going to move on to agree disagree comparison types. Doing this is better than doing that, agree disagree. For that question as well, we will have a template and sample answer, and then in the end we are going to talk about agree disagree for the partial agreement. My view is that I partially agree. To what extent do you agree? I partially agree. For that, what is the template? Each and everything, all you got to do is make sure you watch the video till the end. Let's quickly start with the first type, advantage outweigh disadvantage. This advantage outweigh disadvantage is a very common question type wherein it asks you to talk about which has the more effect. When you say advantage outweigh disadvantage, you're gonna first paragraph you're gonna tell your viewpoint. Second paragraph you're gonna talk about the effective advantages. Let's say in the viewpoint you said advantage outweigh disadvantage, meaning you're gonna say there are advantages, there are disadvantages, but the advantages are more effective than the disadvantage. Second paragraph you're going to talk about effective advantages. Third paragraph you're going to talk about not so effective disadvantages. Fourth paragraph is where you prove that advantage outweigh disadvantage. Fifth paragraph is where you conclude. It is not a 4-para setup, it's a 5-para setup. Let's understand the template. For the same template doesn't mean that it covers everything. Template will give you the outline, the structure, and few of the words already there, you just memorize them. It makes it more easier for you to just like take it along. In today's complex world, numerous issues and topics are subject to debate. One such topic is take the topic. I'll show an example in just a while. While it is true that every topic has its own advantages and disadvantages, the benefits of the topic outweigh. Now this essay will explore various advantages and demonstrate why they hold greater significance compared to the disadvantage. If you want to say advantage outweigh disadvantage, ditto copy paste. If you want to say disadvantage outweigh advantage, reverse it. Second para, to begin with, one prominent advantage is. This means second line gonna be a supporting idea. Supporting idea you're gonna talk in 1 or 2 sentences. Make it as lengthy as possible, and then for instance minimum gonna be 3 sentences. 2 or 3 or 4 sentences, write as much as possible. Instance is you have to explain a scenario. Usually I suggest people don't do it in 1 line. So this is the second para wherein you talk about the advantages. How many advantages? 1 is enough, man. If you really want to write 3, then for each advantage you need to write supporting idea, example, supporting idea, example. 1 advantage, 1 line, first line. Supporting idea in 1 or 2 lines. The example in 2 or 3 sentences. Total 6 sentences is 1 advantage. You want to write 5 advantages, then it will be 30 sentences. Can you really write 30 sentences in 1 para? I don't suggest people adding more advantage. The question is not about writing more advantages. Question is, does advantage outweigh? Outweigh means which has more weight. You cannot talk about the effective advantage. 1 is enough. If you really want, you can add more over. Add another advantage. This is because supporting idea, for example, instance. Alright, the third para, this is what you're going to start with. Despite its advantages, the topic also presents several disadvantages, full stop. One notable drawback. One drawback, notable drawback. Your vocabulary score goes up. Hope you're getting it. One notable drawback is talk about disadvantage. Then one disadvantage, supporting idea, instance. It remains the same for anything. This is where your coherence, cohesion marks goes up. As most of you are already aware, your essay is evaluated with respect to 4 components: task response, coherence, cohesion, lexical resource, grammar. Coherence, cohesion is the narration, supporting idea, example, supporting idea, example. This is due to the fact that write a supporting idea. I will show you how to write that in just a while. For instance, give an example. These disadvantages highlight the need for proactive measures to address this issue. So, fourth paragraph is where you prove, hey, these are minor disadvantages, man. Using these techniques, you can fix them. Which actually makes it to say advantage outweigh disadvantage. That is what the fourth para. Although this has its drawbacks, the advantage it brings more significant. This is because second line is where you need to put your thoughts and write, take a disadvantage and explain how it can be fixed, which actually makes it not so effective, isn't it? At least 2 sentences you need to write to prove that this is not a great disadvantage, we can fix it. Then therefore, with proper measures in place, the positive impact can be harnessed, making it a valuable tool in today's interconnected world. So, fourth para is where you prove, where you actually prove that advantage outweigh disadvantage. Fifth para, in conclusion, while topic, I have written social media, sorry, topic has its disadvantages such as whatever the disadvantage you have written in third para. Take 1 or 2 lines, 1 or 2 words, the advantage it offers are undeniable. Therefore, it is evident that advantages of the topic outweigh the disadvantages, reinforcing its importance in our modern society. Exactly copy paste, there are gerunds, there are complex sentences, compound sentences, everything is in the template. You just have to put your faith in it and fill the template correctly so that you get better marks. We will just see a sample. Social media is increasingly becoming popular. However, sharing personal information does have risks. I have already given some problem statement. Do you think advantages of social media outweigh the disadvantage? Same thing in today's topic or complex world. Numerous topics are subject to debate. One such topic is social media, or it says social media is becoming popular. I can say rise of social media. While it is true that every topic has its own set of advantages and disadvantages. The benefits of social media, we just retain the topic, verify the template, I have written topic there, I have put the topic as social media, outweigh the drawbacks. This essay will explore the various advantages of social media and demonstrate why they hold greater significance compared to the disadvantages. Exact copy paste, no need to worry too much, just fill in 3 blanks with the topic, that is enough. Second paragraph is where you write the advantages, third paragraph is where you write disadvantages, fourth paragraph is where you prove advantage outweigh disadvantage. Okay, listen to this carefully because I have not put the sample answers for all the question types, probably 3 or 4 I have put, the rest 2 or 3 I have not put because it resembles the similar structure. To begin with, one prominent advantage of social media is the seamless connectivity it offers. That is the simple sentence, that is the main idea. How it gives the seamless connectivity, how whatever the thought comes, that is your supporting idea. This means, write that, it allows individuals to stay connected with friends, families, regardless of the geographical boundaries. You have an instance, oh, my friend in America talked to me for half an hour yesterday through video calling. Explain in a natural way. For example, through platforms like Facebook, Twitter, people can share updates, photos and videos instantly, fostering a sense of belonging and community. This further promotes a good relationship among individuals wherein they can be connected virtually when even living in far off places. If you pay attention, the example is all about geographical boundaries, friends, families, colleagues, stay connecting, relationship, belongingness, community. So, whatever I wrote in the first and the second line, main idea supporting it. Example is a continuation of it. Just using a template and all will not give marks. Use the template in the right way. So, this proves it is one of the advantages. Now, despite its advantages, the topic social media also presents several disadvantages. One notable drawback is the potential for online harassment and bullying. You have supporting idea, this is due to the fact that supporting idea is a must. Anonymity and distance provided by social media platforms can lead to the abuse of the power and spread of harmful content. Do you have any instance? So many instances, correct? For instance, individuals hiding behind online profiles can engage cyberbullying, targeting vulnerable individuals and causing emotional distress. You can add more. These days many people's account gets hacked and through which they steal their personal data As a result, they will be able to log into their bank accounts and hack the money and lot of it. You can write more. I have just given a short attempt here. The last line is very important. These disadvantages highlight the need for proactive measures to address these issues. Now, I proved some disadvantage, I proved some advantage, but I need to prove that advantage or more, not more, the way more, the more effective than the the distress, the disadvantage causes, correct. That is what the fourth para is very important. Although topic has its drawback, that is what the template, although social media has its drawback, the advantages it brings are more significant. This is because the connectivity and communication facilitated. I have written the same thing, whatever I wrote in the second para, I am returning the same thing. Have the power to bridge gaps, foster relationship and mobilize communities. While although there are instances of harassment and mental health concern that should not be overlooked, this is where you get the marks. They can be addressed through what? Bring out some solutions using these things, techniques. You can actually make them disappear. The disadvantages will no more be effective. There are online bullying and all, but they can be addressed through education awareness campaign, correct. Responsible social media policies. Do not have to extrapolate more information on it, do not have to write more, whatever is required, just prove it that these are the advantages, but it can be overcome. Therefore, with proper measures in place, the positive impact can be harnessed, making it a valuable tool in today's interconnected world. Done and dusted, essay got over. Here is just one line you need to write. In conclusion, while social media has its disadvantages such as online bullying, cyberbullying, harassment, the advantages offers are undeniable. Therefore, it is evident that advantages of social media outweigh the disadvantages, reinforcing its importance in the modern society. It is actually as simple as this. Hopefully, the template helps. Hope you are understanding. That is all about advantage outweigh disadvantage. Now, we will go a bit quicker. Hope you have understood the structure. See, irrespective of the question, main idea, supporting idea, example, this structure remains the same. Okay. So, template for discuss both the sides and give your opinion. When it comes to the topic, there are differing opinions on the matter. It is important to explore both sides of the argument to gain a comprehensive understanding. In this essay, both sides of the topic will be discussed, followed by my opinion, done and dusted. Only one word is what I expect you to write. You do not have to think a lot, correct. If you think a lot, it is going to consume a lot of time. Just be quick, just write concise. Introduction is not going to give you a lot of marks. Hope you are getting it. So, with this body 1, side A arguments, discuss both the sides. No, side A in favor. Supporters of side A argue that this is because, for instance, this is because 1 or 2 lines, for instance, 2 lines in sentences, for instance, 2 or 3 sentences. The same thing for body 2. Side B, on the other hand, this is where you get the marks. These are the connectors, linking words. Opponents of side A contend that there are problems with respect to this. This means to instantiate, this means 1 or 2 sentences, to instantiate 2 or 3 sentences. Same thing. So, here we told about one side, here we told about the other side. Opponents, supporters. Supporter of side A means one who is in favor of side A. Opponent of side A means one who is not in favor again. So, you will be talking about the other view. So, both the sides are done. Now, give your opinion, 4th paragraph going to be opinion. This is what you are going to retain as it is. After considering both sides of the argument, I am inclined to support side A or B, whichever you want to take, both the sides, one of the sides you take. I find the arguments in favor of side A more compelling because explain your reasoning. This is where you need to put your thoughts. One sentence is what I want you to write, rest all copy paste. While there are valid points made by the opposing side, I believe that side A offers advantages that definitely outweigh the drawbacks, because you explained your reasoning saying why it is more compelling. Side A is more compelling, then side A offers advantages that outweigh the drawbacks. You can use the word benefits or considerations. It is actually simple, but this 4th paragraph is the one that decides your score. A lot of people I have seen, they completely miss this 4th para. They do not write the 4th para at all. They directly come to conclusion. No, it will not give you marks. This is the structure that needs to be followed. In conclusion, while side A can have benefits, talk about the 2nd para, whatever you write. Side B can have drawbacks, talk about 3rd para. 1 word or 2 word is enough. In my opinion, the benefits always outweigh the limitation, and hence my argument is justified, or whatever you want, you can finish it off. Simple ones, this is the template, don't have to worry. If you want, you can take a picture, but all the templates I've put it in the description. You can have a look at it as well. Now, we'll quickly move on to, no need to write, hope you understood this. This is a very straightforward. The same thing, whatever I showed for the advantage, outweigh disadvantage, same way you need to construct the main idea, supporting idea, example. Main idea in one line, supporting idea in 1 or 2 sentences, example in 2 or 3 sentences. That's it. Rest all the template will cover. Make sure you use it exactly as it is. Opponents, supporters, exact word. If you change it, marks gone. Be careful. Now, we will come to problem solution. In today's society, we are confronted with various challenges that require immediate attention. One pressing issue that demands our focus is talk about a problem. No, state the question. Question would have given a problem. This problem has far-reaching implications for environment or whatever you think, you add one word. In this essay, we will explore the underlying causes of the problem and propose practical and effective solutions. Second paragraph, you are going to talk about problem and solution. Third paragraph, you are going to talk about another problem and solution, done and dusted. There are various ways in which you can construct this. Second paragraph, you can talk about just the problems. Third paragraph, you can talk about just the solution, but I have implemented in a different way. You talk about problem, solution, done and dusted. Third paragraph, problem, solution, done and dusted. Just follow this, follow any one. The first problem associated with the environment or whatever the question is main idea. This means this is because supporting idea, wherein you need to prove why it is a problem, how come it is a problem, how it became a big problem. For instance, you talk about any instances, real scenarios in 2 or 3 sentences explaining why it is a problem, how big a problem is that. Next, to address this problem, I exactly need the same word, not the problem, this problem, coherence, cohesion, marks goes up. A viable solution is, write a solution. This is because, this means, this implies, or whatever here you can say, this solution, explain how it tackles. You can write an example if you wish, otherwise not required, because already the paragraph is lengthy, correct. Numerous success stories and evidence support the effectiveness of this solution, such as, yes, I have given an example. Here is where you write the example, sorry on that. Let us write an example. To address the problem, talk about the problem, main idea, this solution, supporting idea, numerous success stories and evidence support the effectiveness of the solution, such as, in India recently this was done and because of this became a bigger problem, however, this is solved, blah, 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 blah. Explain that instance here, therefore, by implementing this solution. That solution you need to write in the, for instance, tab here, such as provide examples of instance, we can effectively mitigate or solve the problem. Just try to check, take a question and write, you automatically will figure out how to write this. Okay. So, then the next one, on same thing, you need to write a problem solution with some few different words. Another problem stemming from the environment is, this refers to the fact that to instantiate, to address this issue, an effective solution is, by implementing the solution, we can give supporting points, correct. Numerous example exists where, write an instance. Therefore, this solution directly confronts the identified causes or factors and offers a tangible resolution. See the words, how they are structured, the vocabulary, you do not have to use a hi-fi vocabulary, automatically the template has. So, you can just chillax, chill plus relax, chillax, and write some simple words on your own, only for the fact that you are using a template which already has constructed lot of good words that are required for a better score as far as your lexical resource, that is vocabulary, is concerned. In conclusion, the problems of second paragraph restate, require immediate attention and action by adopting proposed solution. Second and third paragraph restate the solution. We can successfully mitigate or resolve these problems. It is a very easy one, that is how you do it. Take a question and implement, you automatically would understand how easy it becomes, because the outline is there, you just have to fill it. For a house, the structure is all there, you just have to paint it with different colors. Interiors is pending, you do the interior designing. Hope you are getting it. Alright. Agree disagree template without comparison. So, we will see what it is without comparison, how to do this. Simple one, in today's society, paraphrase the question. Some people believe that, I will explain you how to do that. Some people believe that the statement you are agreeing, believe that whatever the question, same thing, while others disagree with the idea. In this essay, I will explain why I agree, why I disagree with the statement and provide examples. Firstly, main idea. This is because supporting idea example. Same pattern for the body paragraph too. Third paragraph, additionally, see it's agree, disagree. When you agree both the paragraph you have to agree. When you disagree both the paragraph you have to disagree. So, you agreed, let us say here also you agree, here also you agree, but since they have already given the word disagree, let us talk about a little bit on the disagree part which is required. Additionally, firstly over, additionally one more idea on why you agree. Then explain the second reason or reason, that is the supporting points. An example of this can be seen. Example done. On the other hand, you take up the other side. Some people believe that counter argument, the opposite is true. However, this cannot be because of blah 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 reasons, and hence as a result, it is always true that this is the, you just go in favor of agree. I will show you how to do this, but this is the template. What gives you mark is this particular thing. On the other hand, some people believe that, however, as a result, these are the linking words that give you that, the structure. Coherence question marks goes up. In conclusion, while it is true that acknowledge the counter arguments, hear whatever you told, the benefits far outweigh the drawbacks. Hence, I strongly agree with the statement, or that you write the statement. I will show you how to do that. Just be with me. In today's society, I told you, paraphrase the question. Some people believe that technology is making people less sociable. Technology is an integral part of the daily life. Some people believe that technology is making. I have just wrote something about technology in the first line. You can write whatever you want, or you can use the previous templates. I am just showing you different varieties of introduction. Like in one such topic, you can, numerous topics are subject to debate. One such topic is this template also. When it comes to, there are differing opinions, it is important to explore both the sides. However, my view is that you can directly say, you can use any of the templates for introduction. I am just showing you the varieties so that you can stick to one that suits you the best. Okay. This we finished. Yes, in today's society, technology is an integral part of our daily life. Some people believe that technology is making people less sociable, same thing, while others disagree. In this essay, I will explain why I disagree with the statement, that write the exact statement, and provide examples to support my position. I disagreeing. So, firstly, you talk about main idea for disagreeing. Technology has enabled people to connect with others on a global scale. This is because, write supporting idea. For instance, write an example. Therefore, it is clear that technology is not making people less sociable. I disagreed and I have proved that why I disagreed. Main idea, supporting idea, example, nothing much in that, simple one. Third paragraph is where you actually need the help. Additionally, one more main idea, supporting idea, example, however, or on the other hand, that is where you talk about the other part. Technology can actually enhance social interactions. We are talking about good things, but in a way we have to in the end say, I disagree to the point that technology is making people less sociable. By providing people with new ways to connect with others, for example, video games, virtual reality environment allows people to engage in social activities that would not be possible otherwise. I just proved something. I am just giving you a prototype here, do not worry too much about the idea. On the other hand, some people argue that technology is making people less sociable because that is the question. You got a hint something about it, because it encourages people to spend more time on the devices than interacting with others in person. That is the statement. We supported it. Some people believe that technology is actually making people sociable. Why? Because of this reason. However, this is flawed because it assumes all technology use is isolating. In reality, it is not. People can use technology for different purposes. As a result, I believe technology is not making people less sociable, and I disagree with that. You got to stick to what you told in the first para, but you are going to prove it from the other side by disproving it with some facts, that it is flawed. In reality, people use technology for other things as well. It is not, depriving them from social interaction and all those things. Hope you are getting it. Now try to apply this for other questions as well. In conclusion, while it is true that technology can be a distraction and cause people to spend less time interacting with others, this is what I have written. The benefits far outweigh the drawbacks. Therefore, I strongly disagree with the statement that technology is making people less sociable and believe that technology can be a valuable tool, second paragraph, for fostering social connections. Simple one, keep this as a reference and start writing fresh for a new question. So, what are the similar question types that I can go with using this template? All these questions you can actually go with the same template without comparison types. Shops should not be allowed to sell any food or drinks that have been scientifically proven to be bad or for people's health. The best way to make the road transport of goods safer is to ask drivers to take a driving test each. See, there is no comparison here. This is better than that. Do you agree that better is not there? Comparison compared to than is not there. Companies should provide sports facilities for local communities. Providing sports facility for local community by the company is better than providing this, then it's a different template. This is a straightforward question. There is no comparison types for agree, disagree. Some people claim that too much focus and resources have been spent to protect wild animals. Direct question. You can use the same template for any of these questions. But there are questions like this. Some people believe that professional workers such as doctors and teachers should be paid more. See, whenever you see the word more than, compared to, better than, that means the two things you got to compare. For that we have a different template. Correct? The template is here. This is comparison question types. This will have a different template. The previous one is not a comparison question type, which will not have different template. In today's society, same thing. Some people believe that, well, others disagree. In this essay, I'll explain. Same template as the previous one. You don't have to change anything. Here it changes. Firstly, additionally, no. You're going to compare. So, on one hand, next paragraph on the other hand. That's how you go. These words are very, very important. These linking words we call, they actually make up for better marks. On one hand, write topic sentence. This is because. I'll explain you an example. Therefore, it is clear. On the other hand, write the other idea. For the other side, this is because. Example, however, while acknowledging the opposite side, it is essential to your side. I'll explain how to do that. This suggests that your side consistently outweighs the immediate benefits. Basically, we are comparing in here itself in a different way. Conclusion remains the same. You don't have to change anything as far as the previous template is concerned. I'll explain with an example, but pay more attention. This remains the same. In the previous template, we used the word firstly. Here you are using on one hand. In the previous template, here we used additionally. Here we are using on the other hand. On the other hand, topic sentence. This is because, however, while acknowledging the opposite side, I totally understand this could be better than that. But you are going to prove that why this is the one. I'll explain you. This suggests that I'll explain you. Big salary is much more important than job satisfaction. The two things. So, here what I said, I'll explain why I agree with the statement that salary is more important than how much satisfied you are. Here you talk about full salary, why it is very important. Financial stability is a foundation. This is because when individuals are stable, they can experience sense of security. For instance, an individual earning a substantial income, it's all about big salary is important, big salary is important. But there is one more term called job satisfaction in the question. On the other hand, third paragraph, job satisfaction also is also equally important because of blah, 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 blah. This is because, for example, however, when it comes to big salary over job satisfaction, I personally feel big salary is much more important. Hope you are getting the structure right. So, here we did not talk much about job satisfaction. This financial security creates a strong foundation, makes them mentally tough to channel their energy. Therefore, a big salary plays a pivotal role in promoting the overall well-being. Here, we are not talking about the other side. This is the difference, because there are two sides given. You have to agree for one of the things. Is this is important or that is important? So, I agree this is important, big salary. Then job satisfaction, it is not important, is it? Why? Explain that. That is where you talk about third paragraph. Pay more attention. On the other hand, proponents of means people who are in favor of, supporters of job satisfaction argue that job satisfaction is a very good thing. It is wonderful, greater importance than a high salary. Here is why where I am comparing due to its impact on an individual's overall well-being. This is because since individuals spend a significant amount of time, if they are not satisfied, it can negatively affect. For example, there are so many instances where a person laid off due to poor performance. Upon examination, they understood the poor performance was linked to job satisfaction. So, here we proved job satisfaction is also important. But why do you think big salary is more important? Prove this is where your marks are all hidden, and that is where template helps you. You remember the template, you automatically would know how to construct the things. However, while acknowledging the significance of job satisfaction, I totally understand job satisfaction is really important. It is essential to recognize this is where you have to put your thoughts and write the practicality, recognize the practicality and long term benefits of prioritizing a big salary over job satisfaction. This is the idea. This is the reasoning that I wrote. Practicality and long term benefits. This suggests that ensuring financial stability consistently outweighs or it's far better than relying on job satisfaction. Hence proved why you think that a salary is always more important than job satisfaction. Now it gets proved. If you simply write the advantages of big salary, you do not get the marks. Comparison types are different, normal types are different as far as agree, disagree question type is concerned. In conclusion, same thing as the agree, disagree without comparison types. Do not have to worry, exactly copy paste, you can finish it off. Hope you are getting it. These are all the question types wherein you can follow for the comparison types. Some people believe, like I showed you before, doctors and teachers should be paid more than sports and entertainment personalities. There are two entities, doctors and teachers, sports and entertainment personalities. Large companies should pay higher salaries to CEOs compared to doing an enjoyable activity with a child is better for their skill development than reading. Reading on one hand, enjoyable activity. There are two things that you need to compare, wherein first paragraph you talk about one thing, second paragraph you talk about other thing, but prove that it is not a great thing compared to this. That comparison you need to give for a better score. Now we will go with the last one, agree, disagree for partial agreement viewpoint. Same thing, same structure, everything, little bit, linking words change. In today's society this remains the same, but here I will explain why I partially agree. It is the same question type, only the question type has the extra keyword called to what extent do you agree. You have this extra word to what extent, therein wherein you like take that leverage to actually have a third viewpoint. First viewpoint I completely agree, second viewpoint I completely disagree, third I partially agree. This comes only for the question to what extent. If there is no to what extent, then gone case, you cannot have it. Do you agree, disagree? There is no question of partial agreement. To what extent if they ask, then you can utilize, you can agree, disagree and follow the previous template. But let us say you think, I think I can go with partial agreement, because if I partially agree I can talk both the sides equally. Second paragraph I talk about first side is good, third paragraph I talk about second side is good. I have better ideas on this, so I will go with partial agreement. Then you write, I partially agree. On one hand, main idea, take one side, this is because, therefore. On the other hand, take the other side, this means or this is because, whatever, this implies, this refers to the fact that an example as a result. So, here you proved the first side, here you proved the second side. For the same question, doing an enjoyable activity with the kid is far better than another activity called reading. Enjoyable activity is very important because the kid can learn by enjoying things, it will not have the pressure blah 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 blah. On the other hand, reading is also better for the overall development blah 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 blah, hence both are equally important. In conclusion, although I agree, conclusion will be changed because you have to give preference, equal weightage for both. Although I agree that doing an enjoyable activity is very good for the overall well-being of the child, I believe that even reading a book also does the same miracle as the previous. This is where you give equal weightage, that is where you say partial agreement. Inside that all remains the same, just memorize the structures. On the other hand, on one hand, although I agree, these are the important things that decide your scores. I think that's all for today. I really hope this video was informative. If you liked the video, leave your appreciation with a thumbs up and kindly leave your valuable comments as to how you felt about the video. If you're looking for an online assistance, it's a paid assistance. You can WhatsApp us to the number appearing at the bottom of the screen. I'll be there. We will be there to help you guide in the right direction. And in order not to miss the future updates, kindly click on the subscribe button so that you will be most beneficial from this channel. Fine guys, this is Nakul. I repeat, this is Nakul from Skills IELTS. Soon I'll be back. Till then, take care. Bye bye.